दोस्तों नमस्कार। वेलकम टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल ओपन सीक्रेट। Friends, as we are continuing with the series of Indian personalities, is it important that we find personalities of people, from people who are very far from us? I don't think so. There are personalities who are very near to us, personalities which are very close to us. They might have missed being iconic by a fraction of luck or effort. But in any case, to make the studies complete, we should study these people also. Today, I am going to discuss with you the story of one of my friends. अब उसको फ्रेंड कहें या एक्वेंटेंस कहें, let us not be so specific and so technical. Okay. Now, as I recall, I understand that this is a classical story of the Miss as an iconic person. Okay. I think the topic and the agenda is clear to you. Friends, in our journey of progress or evolution or becoming matured, most of us go through the process of getting better and better, more refined thoughts ever, continually. And all of us know that these thoughts are slippery. Not only slippery, they may be vague, hazy, and confusing. But sure, these thoughts are not misguiding. And when the thoughts are coming, they are not distracting too. Just keep in mind what is your performance as regards keeping the record of these thoughts. एक एक्सरसाइज ही है ये, करते रहिएगा, फायदा होगा. Talking about iconic persons, and today the missed opportunity, not the unsung hero, the missed opportunity. I'm going to tell you about one of my acquaintance, friend, and many of you may be knowing about him, but still I'm taking the privilege. Just keep in mind, iconic persons are those who have the quality of pulling the crowds, pulling the generations in their arena. Okay? At Open Secret, we have taken the challenge which is seemingly impossible, that we have to bring out, make the professionals of India social, technically, and even in thoughts. In their right, they have to be right. With your assistance, support, push, and good wishes and love, we will win. This story is a telling story of one of my friends named सुरेश. यस, हटके ही था वो. अपने कॉलेज में पहुंचा. In those days, engineering was 5 years. First 1 or 2 years, they passed in some kind of a crystallization as far as the social life is concerned, in some kind of a sedimentation or grouping. बहुत सारे ग्रुप बन जाते हैं, हमारे भी बने। बम्बईया ग्रुप, बिहारियों का ग्रुप, यूपी वालों का ग्रुप, जो गिटार प्ले करते हैं उनका ग्रुप, जिम जाते हैं उनका ग्रुप, नो दिस टोटल वेस्टर्न काइंड ऑफ फॉरेनर्स काइंड ऑफ पीपल, उनका ग्रुप। 8 9 10 क्लियर कट ग्रुप्स बन गए थे, बनने ही थे। And to tell you, not boasting about myself, or it is just studying myself, I was equally available in all the groups because of my nature. Not that I fitted these groups, but fitting or not fitting is not important in those days, in college days. I was available and I enjoyed. I met this friend, this of mine, college associate, Suresh, after 2 years. That itself is quite strange because I was very dynamic, very childish, very forthcoming, outgoing. मुझे नहीं पता why I did not, because then maybe he did not have a group. Now this Suresh, once I met him, I found him. That time I realized, कॉलेज के टाइम में तो दिमाग होता ही नहीं है, पागलों की तरह हम एंजॉय करते फिरते हैं. But once I met him after 2 years, approximately maybe 2 years, I was hit. That's my first meeting with him. Let us designate it one first meeting. I found him drastically strange. Somewhat drastically strange. This boy, Suresh, was from Delhi. Lean, lanky, tallish, whitish personality, from a central school, mediocre or average family. But in his mind, he had told himself that he wants to be different. He wants to be a changed person. He has to be not what he is. That's what I found about him drastically strange. I met him. Slowly I realized, at the back of my mind maybe, not thinking consciously, that Suresh had made friends with only one boy who was from a business family and from Bombay, and I don't know what, some different class. We had many foreign students with us who were our friends, whose parents were in foreign, but this boy was different. I don't know his name, some Patil. Suresh made friends with him only for the reason to meet his drive of becoming a changed person. Okay, कैसे बोलना है, कैसे चलना है, कैसे ड्रेसअप करना है, कैसे लिखना है, how to build up your English, grammar, language, words, everything had to be artificial, imposed upon you, to be learned by from this friend. Stance, presenting yourself, always dressed up, keeping mind on the highest living standards, supposedly highest living standards. And I was also one of the funniest, lousiest. total means grounded. तो वो भी मुझको ऑब्जर्व करता होगा. वन डे ही मेट मी इन ए लॉबी, in our lobby. Lobby means around 20 rooms, the near veranda, some 10 feet wide veranda. In front of it, it becomes a long thing, big thing. He met me in a lobby, in our lobby, and he told me, I must have given him some glance or might must have even told him something. I don't know. He told me, Chand, you see, within 3 years of our college, I'll give you a treat in five-star hotel. Tens of questions, question marks. The rang in my mind. क्यों ही ऐसे बोल रहा है? Why is saying like this? क्या मतलब मुझे नहीं पता. That time I was total raw. शायद मैंने उसको कुछ ऐसा कम्युनिकेट हुआ था या मेरे बारे में उसको ऐसा कुछ कम्युनिकेट हुआ था कि he felt that you should tell me that don't think I am something strange. I will tell you what rising is and I will give you a treat in a 5 star. And friend, बात सच है कि उन दिनों में 5 स्टार में ट्रीट की सोचना हम लोगों के लिए है ना, ठीक बात है, ऐसा ही था. सो वाज ओवर लाइफ. चलो कॉलेज खत्म हुआ. 3 years more in college after that. I forgot. I had no memory. देखते थे तो विश करते होंगे या हंस लेते होंगे. I joined my duties in Chennai and I was staying in a one room set in a Adyar somewhere. And one fine night I found Suresh on my door. Chand, chal. I was, chal. He had joined some company in Delhi, Engineers India Limited. He took me with him to this a five-star hotel in Chennai. I don't know its name, but Sun and something. And I was his guest, and we stayed in the room, and everything was so. मेरे तो माइंड में वो क्वेश्चंस घूमते रहे कि ही इज रियली ड्रास्टिकली a strange person, बट उसने मुझसे कुछ नहीं बोला, मैंने उससे कुछ नहीं बोला, बट ही if he had made a promise, he did it and everything is clear to both of us. और मॉर्निंग में मुझे अपनी बस पकड़नी थी, मैं तो फटाफट वहाँ से निकल गया. सेकेंड मीटिंग खत्म हो गई. आफ्टर 1 year, one day he caught up with me. Now this is third meeting. No, he has joined this IDPL, IDPL in Chennai, and they had headquarters and they were staying there. He told me, you come over, let us have a chat in the evening. I was very happy also, So this is the third meeting. I reached his this accommodation. They had a 3-bedroom flat and 4 of the friends were staying in that flat. And अब इस बंदे ने, they had kept a super 8mm projector in their house, and they were playing the blue film, and they were having all these, like the young boys live, अलग था वो बंदा, अलग है वो बंदा, फनी है, कुछ था उसमें. I asked him, यार, how you found these people and all these blue films and 8mm. He told me that beautiful story कि यार एक नए टाउन में गया वो, तो he was a चरसिया. He went to a park and he found that कोई kite fly कर रहा है, तो जिसने डोर पकड़ी हुई है in the air without the items. So and the third boy went from between them and he lifted the thread which was not there. And he passed. इनको पकड़ लो, ये मेरा गैंग है. That's how I found them and we are very happy. We are preparing for IES and we are just enjoying our life, Third meeting थी तो strange तो था वो बंदा, but he was doing his whatever. फिर ठीक है, he was in Chennai, so I met him on so many occasions. Fourth time when I met him, I went to his house once again, and he told me that he found this one of the girls, his own GM's daughter, coincidentally attracted towards her, and he straight away went to her house and talked to his boss or GM of the company and told this is the thing. And naturally that man must have got wild for no reason, and he got wild and Suresh came out. He came back, and he told me when I was coming, I found this girl, you know, waiting for me in there that little garden. She came. This girl came along with him, and the girls know everything. They had developed good friendship. She was studying Stella Maris, some girls' college in Chennai, and now this Suresh started meeting her off and on. So he told me कि यार she introduces me to all her friends like as if I am here. I am. She says that he is my fiancé. तो मैंने उससे पूछा यार कि बोला, ऐसा तो है नहीं. वाई यू. तो बोलते हैं मैं थोड़ा ना बोलता हूँ. शी सेज मैं नहीं बोलता हूँ. अरे सर लॉन्ग बैक इन दोज डेज मुझे पता नहीं. आई फेल्ट वेरी स्ट्रेंज अबाउट दिस बॉय एंड दिस क्वेश्चन मार्क्स ऑलवेज केप्ट ऑन ब्लिंकिंग इन माई हेड. कैसा है ये यार, ये व्हाट ही इज. When I came back to, I was in his this house, and at that 3 bedroom flat, I saw some 7 8 files kept in a beautiful, rose. I asked him, "क्या है ये?" He picked up one of the file, and he told me, "See this." Uh, what happened is that we applied for accommodation because we felt यार यहाँ नहीं रहेंगे हम लोग, So we applied for this room outside. So by mistake we put the wrong number. This in advertisement, that number, post box number. We put some wrong number, and it maybe next block number or something. It went to another kind of. It went to a girl who was looking for a life partner. So she mentioned that there is no room for two. I have applied for a one accommodation only. तो my friend तो हट गया. मैंने उसको कैचअप कर लिया. So it is that file. In that file, whatever letter she wrote, सुरेश यूज टू स्टडी दोज लेटर्स. वो तो ट्रेंड था पूरा कॉलेज टाइम से ही, बचपन से ही ट्रेंड था. तो ही कुड गेट probably deepest into the what girl had to say, what she meant to say, and all those things. And he used to reply based on those beautiful words which he picked up from her letters, and he used to give a reply. And slowly, it was that file of 17 letters from her and 16 letters from him, or that way, and they were communicating. आज तो पता नहीं क्या क्या करते होंगे, बट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट माई डेथ एंड आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट सुरेश. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट पर्सन, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट पर्सनैलिटीज. तो ही सेड यार यू कम ऑन अ ब्यूटीफुल डे, टुमारो आई एम गोइंग टू मीट. मैंने कहा वेरी गुड यार, चल अच्छी बात है. तो ही शोड मी ए ब्रांड न्यू पेयर ऑफ शूज़. मैंने कहा ये क्या बोलता है यार, जाते हैं तो अच्छे अच्छे शूज़ होने चाहिए. मैंने कहा यार तू तो सोचा मन में, तो वैसे ही हमेशा चमकता हुआ रहता है, वट एवर. वो चला गया. एंड व्हेन ही केम बैक तो मैंने कहा क्या हुआ. बोलते हैं यार कि नाउ दिस गर्ल, शी डिड नॉट हैव पेरेंट्स, एंड शी हैड लिव्ड हर ऑल हर लाइफ अलोन एंड स्टडीड. एंड आफ्टर स्टडिंग शी वॉज डूइंग प्रिटी वेल, एंड शी हैड bought a house and working as a good executive in a company, and raised to that level. And at that moment she thought she wanted to settle in life, and she had made that ad to which this friend these people had responded, and I told you the story. And now this happened for next 6 months. They exchanged some letters, and now my friend Suresh is going to meet her, and he comes back and tells me, ठीक है यार मैंने तो कुछ नहीं किया. मैंने कहा व्हाट हैपेंड. नहीं यार कुछ नहीं. मैं क्या हो गया. शी वॉज नॉट good looking. And this girl, she left life and joined Anandmay Ashram or something like that. इसे कुछ नहीं हुआ. This is my 6th or 5th meeting with him in life, short meetings. Every meeting I found him strange, and many questions in my mind about what is this kind of person. Then I met him when he was leaving Chennai, and I found that he had married a beautiful girl and at quite a young age. We were not, that old that time, 23 years or something. And he was living Chennai and ठीक है यार वो भी I wished him out and then I met him on the seventh meeting with him, and after 15 years. I heard he's in Australia. He has how I met him, one of my friend came who was very close to me and we went to his house. He had some work with him. This friend had been in Australia and he came me and told me, okay, yaar, we have to meet him. मैंने कहा, चल चलते हैं अच्छी बात है. We went to his house and we met him and so what I learned about is that he was in Australia. Many of my friends have gone to Australia and they've all done pretty well, very well rather. So he worked in a milk company, this powdered milk and condensed milk and variety of milk. And something went wrong with the company and the company could not manage it. He was in maintenance. He took up the company from his owners for 1 month or 2 months and then he managed it so well that he bought the company, and at that time he was exporting milk to some 50 countries in the world. This is not 50, 100 countries, 100, more than 100. He was exporting powder milk of 50 varieties to more than 100 countries at that time. Same question marks, drastically strange. It is not general kind of growth. But then I will tell you about his 8th meeting. हमारे कॉलेज फ्रेंड्स की दिल्ली में we were sitting in a joint. We had planned a meeting and just a dinner, to keep in touch. And this Suresh was flying from some place to Bangalore, and he was in Delhi for overnight. And from his airport, he directly came to us. That meeting of our friends, and we questions were there. सबके सामने तो मैंने कुछ पूछा नहीं, कुछ तो होगा इसमें. And after some time, once we were departing after the dinner, I talked to him casually and he also found time to talk to me personally. क्या कर रहा है आजकल? He told me, चांद यार, मैं ना आजकल वो मदर्स ब्रेस्ट मिल्क का बिजनेस इंडिया में लॉन्च कर रहा हूँ. मेरे लिए तो ये बॉन्सर था. What is your turnover these days, यार? What you are doing? बताया यार, he has crossed $1 billion. Crossed $1 billion. मैंने कहा, what is this mother's breast business? बोलता बहुत बड़ा business है. It is a new thing in India, but we are bringing it. We are doing it and it's a good business. मैंने कहा, ये होता है? बोलता है होता है, खूब होता है. No. And later when I talked to him, did not talk to him much, but what he informed me and what I studied that time about this thing is कि ये है business, है. इंडिया में भी शायद कुछ players हैं इसके, अच्छे players हैं. Now, friends, not that this mother's breast business is a new thing in India or in the world. It is an invention. Not that. Not that he has made to very big riches. Not that he is not knowledgeable. But to my view, he is not available to human fraternity. Though he is not covered by anything unreal, any PR, marketing, advertisements, etc. But yet, still, he is not the icon. He has remained a maybe. That's what Buddha says. Buddha said, you are not. Somewhat drastically strange. So the story remains same. This is one kind of, iconic नहीं है ये लोग. And ऐसे बहुत होंगे. India has, full of such pseudo iconic executives in India is full of such things. Just see how many years Suresh has invested to teach himself. Full life. No, taught himself not to be mediocre all his life, but he, beyond mediocrity is this. So this is one more kind of and don't know there can be better term pseudo. Pseudo means false. Pseudo means looking like. Let us not take that literal meaning of pseudo. Iconic, ये भी एक अलग टाइप का iconic है. We don't want such iconics. One may want within himself. That doesn't pay. You have to be available to the human fraternity. You have to flower. You have to have fruits. You have to have seeds. You have to be a being of the human fraternity. A friend, a brother, a mate. ऐसा है. So just sure, we must reject our youngsters' exposure to unreal icons. The schools, the institutions, the colleges, universities, places where our young ones are programmed with knowledge, skills, and life. They should they should arrange interactions with icons from social life, icons from industry, and even our unsung heroes, the individuals of our society. At Open Secret, today in schools, in colleges, this is not happening. It is not possibly happening. We tried and we failed. But it will change. Time will come. So this fraternity of Open Secret, we should work towards it. We should find the real icons, and the iconism within us we should discover, and we should, within our resources, we should try to find these bridges, these streams which will fill up the gaps. Youngsters in schools, colleges, and meeting with senior people, professionals who are full of life, full of experience. And beware of not being a real iconic in your life. Life is lost. Life has gone. अभी मे बी पे अटके रहो तो फिर लाइफ थोड़ी हुई. चलो, thank you very much. So this short video, like it, share it, enhance our viewership. Join us. Thank you so much.